I'm gonna do something kind of off the cuff. Well, actually, I planned it, but I'm just gonna say that I did it off the cuff. Counting down WTBC's top 30 survey, and I just played the song at number 5. Yesterday Once More. Yesterday Once More by the Carpenters, which was a celebration of the late 50s and early 60s. And I thought, well, my goodness, let's jump off a WTBC survey for just a minute and let's crank that time machine. Let's crank it up full blast. Let's move it back 10 years from 1973 to the fall of 1973, played one of the most scintillating sock hop hits. The group that I want to play for you is The Boy Next Door by The Secrets. The Secrets, The Boy Next Door, one of those great girl group records. It kind of reminds me of that song, The Boy You Can't Forget by the Raindrops. Remember that from 1963? You had the Pixies 3 in 1963. And although this song does sound a little bit like My Boyfriend's Back by the Angels, but still, man, it's the spot. But The Boy Next Door by The Secrets. They're from Cleveland. 3, 4, 5 girls from Cleveland, and they were with their piano player. They were trying to come up with a name of a group, what they called themselves. Guy looked at his piano. It was a sonnet piano. He said, well, why don't you call yourself the Sonnets? So they called themselves the Sonnets. And the Sonnets, they teamed up with a group called the Starfires. The Starfires in Cleveland will eventually evolve into the Outsiders. And they played some twist shows with the Starfires, and that's when they were spotted by talent scout rather. The talent scout was Rita Robbins, and he offered them a contract, and they hooked up. The Starfires, the Sonnets, they became the Secrets. They hooked up with a couple of songwriters, Johnny Madara, it's Madara, Madara, I'll just pronounce it as Johnny Madara and David White. Johnny Madara and David White, these were winners right here. They hooked up with a couple of winners. Johnny Madara and David White, they wrote At the Hop. They wrote Rock and Roll Is Here to Stay. It Will Never Die. They wrote those 2 rock and roll classics. The icons of rock and roll classics, among the icons of rock and roll classics. They were also another thing about Madara and White, you might remember, hopefully you remember a group called The Spokesman. They did a song called The Dawn of Correction in late 65, early 66, which was a response to Eve of Destruction by Barry McGuire. David White and Johnny Madara were members of The Spokesman. Well, here's what they did. They took the Secrets under their wings, and they brought them to Mercury Records, and they cut about 2 or 3 singles. One of them, The Boy Next Door. The Boy Next Door went to number 18 on Billboard's Hot 100. We are talking the fall of 1963. And here's another interesting note, kind of a sad note about the Secrets. They were booked to appear on American Bandstand, perform live on American Bandstand the week of November 22nd, 1963. But American Bandstand was canceled that weekend because of the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Secrets, a top 40 extra or Hot 100 extra, whatever you want to call it, a time machine extra by Mr. Deejay, The Boy Next Door, 1963 gold.